Hamilton's arrival at Ferrari was always going to be a big deal, but the way he has adapted to the SF-25 so quickly is astonishing. Ferrari has built their team around Leclerc for years, and he has been their golden boy. But now, Hamilton's presence is changing everything. The way he is handling the SF-25 is turning heads across the paddock, and it raises a big question. Could his driving style be the key to unlocking Ferrari's full potential in 2025? When Hamilton first stepped into the SF-25 at Ferrari's testing facility in Fiorano, the team knew it would be a different experience for him. After 12 years in a Mercedes-powered car, he was now dealing with a new engine, a new car philosophy, and a completely different working environment. Many wondered how long it would take him to get used to everything. But after preseason testing in Bahrain, the answer became clear. Hamilton is adapting much faster than anyone expected. One of the biggest surprises from testing was how Hamilton was already extracting top-level performance from the SF-25. Even Charles Leclerc, who has been with Ferrari for years, was caught off guard. The reason for this comes down to Hamilton's unique driving style. Leclerc has always been known for his aggressive approach in qualifying. He has mastered a technique called throttle and brake overlap, where a driver slightly applies both pedals at the same time to maintain engine power while slowing down. This technique is not easy to master, but Leclerc has been using it for years to gain extra speed in qualifying sessions. Now, Hamilton is using the same technique, and Ferrari's data has confirmed it. During preseason testing, he was applying throttle and brake overlap in medium-speed corners, especially at turn 10 in Bahrain, one of the trickiest corners on the track. The result? He was gaining time over Leclerc in specific sections of the lap. For a driver who has spent his entire career in a completely different car philosophy, this is unbelievable. It proves that Hamilton is not just adapting to Ferrari, he is evolving his driving style to extract the maximum performance from the SF-25. This is where things start to get really interesting. The fact that Hamilton is already matching Leclerc in certain areas after just a few days in the car is a major warning sign for the Monegasque driver. Leclerc spent years shaping Ferrari's team around him, and now, out of nowhere, he has a teammate who is not only bringing world-class experience but also learning and adapting at an unbelievable speed. This is something Ferrari has never dealt with before, and it could completely change the internal team dynamics. The SF-25 is a fascinating machine itself. Ferrari has made bold design changes for the 2025 season. They have switched to a pull rod front suspension, similar to what Red Bull and McLaren have been using. The car's aerodynamics have been made more aggressive to improve cornering speed and stability. The power delivery has been refined to give drivers better control out of slow corners. Ferrari has also worked on better tire management, which was their biggest weakness last season. On paper, all these changes should make the SF-25 a much more competitive car. But things have not been perfect for everyone. While Hamilton seems to be getting comfortable in the SF-25, Leclerc has been facing some struggles. The car's new characteristics require slight changes in driving style, and Hamilton's ability to adapt quickly is making him look like a natural fit. If Leclerc does not adjust soon, he might find himself playing catch-up against his new teammate. Another thing that stands out is Hamilton's ability to communicate with the team. His experience at Mercedes has given him a deep understanding of how to work with engineers and maximize performance. At Ferrari, his feedback has already led to small setup adjustments that improve the SF-25's balance. This is another area where his presence is making a difference. While Leclerc is undoubtedly fast, Hamilton's knowledge and technical input could give Ferrari an extra edge in development throughout the season. The situation between Hamilton and Leclerc is also setting up an intense internal battle at Ferrari. For years, Leclerc has been the clear number one driver at the team, but with Hamilton now in the picture, that status is no longer guaranteed. If Hamilton continues to match or even outperform Leclerc, it could create tensions within the team. Ferrari will have a tough decision to make. Do they continue to support Leclerc as their future leader, or do they back Hamilton, who has the experience of winning multiple championships? This internal battle could have massive implications for the championship fight in 2025. Ferrari has not won a title since 2008, and their biggest challenge has always been consistency. With Hamilton in the team, they now have a driver who knows exactly what it takes to win championships. But for that to happen, the team needs to manage their drivers carefully. If they allow things to get out of control, it could lead to unnecessary drama that hurts their chances against rivals like Red Bull and McLaren. There is also another factor to consider: how other teams react to Hamilton's move. Red Bull has been the dominant force in recent years, but with Ferrari improving and Hamilton adapting so quickly, the battle at the front could become much closer than expected. Max Verstappen and Red Bull will not have an easy time defending their title if Ferrari finds the right balance between their two drivers. During preseason testing in Bahrain, reports suggest that Ferrari's new SF-25 is facing issues with rear downforce. This makes the car more unstable, especially in long corners. While Ferrari's engineers are working to fix this, it could mean early struggles in the season. The way both drivers handle the situation will be crucial. Hamilton is known for his adaptability. Throughout his career, he has shown that he can adjust to different car behaviors quickly, whether it's managing tire wear, handling unexpected balance issues, or modifying his driving style to get the best out of the car. This skill could give him an edge over Leclerc, who prefers a car with a strong front end and a setup that leans towards oversteer. If Ferrari's new design philosophy shifts towards an understeer-heavy balance, Leclerc might find it harder to extract performance. If Ferrari wants to challenge for the title, they must solve these handling issues quickly. This means Ferrari doesn't have much time to fix their car. If they fall behind early in the season, catching up will be extremely difficult. The arrival of Hamilton also brings an internal challenge for Ferrari. For years, Leclerc has been seen as the team's leader and the driver they are building around. But Hamilton is not at Ferrari just to be another driver, he's there to win. If he quickly adapts to the SF-25 and starts outperforming Leclerc, the team might be forced to reconsider their priorities. Will Ferrari continue to treat both drivers equally, or will they back whoever looks more likely to bring them a championship? This is a decision that could shape the entire season. Another factor to consider is how the rivalry between Hamilton and Leclerc develops. If both drivers are evenly matched and consistently fighting for wins, it could create internal conflict. Ferrari has a history of struggling to manage two top-tier drivers in the same team. We have seen situations like this before in F1, where driver rivalries have caused teams to lose focus. If Ferrari wants to avoid a similar situation, they need to handle their driver pairing carefully. Hamilton's presence also raises the level of expectation at Ferrari. He's a 7-time world champion, and wherever he goes, he brings a winning mentality. His experience and knowledge could be a huge advantage for the team, especially when it comes to car development. But this also means more pressure on Leclerc. He is no longer the clear number one driver, and he must prove that he can compete with one of the best in history. This is arguably the biggest test of his career, and beyond Ferrari, the entire F1 grid is looking stronger than ever. McLaren has taken a big step forward and is looking like a serious contender. Mercedes has reportedly solved many of the issues that held them back in recent seasons. Red Bull, led by Max Verstappen, is still the team to beat, and with so many teams improving, every race will be crucial. Even small mistakes could cost a team valuable points, and every upgrade will be a potential game changer. The 2025 season could also be one of the most unpredictable in years because of new technical developments. Many teams have introduced aggressive design changes, hoping to find an edge. If Ferrari can unlock more performance from their SF-25, they could become serious title contenders. But if their balance issues persist, they might struggle to keep up with the likes of Red Bull and McLaren. No matter what happens, the 2025 season will be remembered for years to come. Whether Ferrari rises to the challenge or struggles to keep up, this will be a year full of incredible moments and intense battles. So what are your takes on this? Write them down below, and while you're down there, don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well.